Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Circworks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics. What is 100 Days of Making Comics, you ask? Did you ask? I don't know. It is where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day to work on my own personal comic book projects. That means if I got client work or, family stuff or whatever, I just got to find that 30 minutes to squeeze in and put that time in my comic book so eventually it will get done. So I am working on a book called Young and the Dead. This is the first issue, so that's kind of sort of what it looks like. And so yesterday I sent out a bunch of comics to people to order. I told you before I kind of had a problem with my email, and I had some orders that were from close to a month ago, and so again, I apologize for the delay on that. Usually I'm real good when I get an order. I try to get it out within at least a couple days, 2 or 3 days if possible. But that leads into another problem I've had. My website has been down, and so a lot of times I'll tell people to go to my website. I think a couple episodes, I don't know exactly how long it's been down, but a couple episodes I was telling people about this blog post that I did and sending people there, and of course there's nothing there because my website is down, and I've had a couple people ask how they can get books, and right now I suppose I could just figure out a way to take credit cards or whatever myself, but I'm assuming it's not going to be too long before it gets back up. What the problem was, I guess my domain name ran out, and I didn't get an alert because when I went back on and renewed it, I noticed that the email was out of date. So I never knew that it was up for renewal. And usually around August, this time of year, I think about that, but I've had so much stuff going on that I didn't pay it because, usually I expect that, I've got a couple different domain names from different companies, and like the other companies, one company would just, I won't mention them by name, but they'll just hound me every single day when my thing's coming up for renewal, which I guess I shouldn't complain too much, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be having this problem. But anyway, so I think as we speak, I just checked, it is still down. I guess it takes like 24 hours is what they're saying. It's getting close to that now, so I'm starting to get a little bit worried. But yeah, so right now it is down, so you can't check out the blog posts and things that I'm telling you about, and you can't order the book, and yeah, so of course, not everyone is going to be watching this like right now as like a day after I post it. Maybe some people do. Some people might trickle in as time goes on. It'd be cool if actually like a year from now people are still watching these videos, even though they'll be kind of out of date. But so that's kind of what's going on with that. So, but I did get my 30 minutes a day, a little more than that. I'm working on page 2 right now, and I guess I can kind of show you. I guess right now I want to show art, but you don't want to give too much away. We're still in sort of the beginning of the story, and the way I draw when I lay out these pages, it's kind of loose and it's all blue lines. So what I'm showing you now to what you will actually see in the finished book are entirely different things. So I shouldn't worry too much about it. So I guess I can kind of show you. I got the second page pretty much laid out. I've got to go and fine tune a few things here and there. I guess. So this is the first page, and we'll see how that. Man, it's really. I think I showed you all this before, where you've got the zombie that's kind of trying to smash down this door. It's a real close-up scene. So now the next page, we're actually inside the girl's room. Hello, the girl's room where the zombie's trying to break in, and I don't know if you can see. This is early in the morning, so she's still kind of got a nightgown on, so she's getting her clothes on, getting ready to find some way to escape, because as you can see, she's barred the doors with dressers and all kinds of whatever she can find in her room, and the zombie's trying to get through, and she's freaking out, and then she picks up a radio and just kind of chucks it at the zombie, and then he's on the floor. so a little preview. So, as I go on, again, I want to show stuff, but I don't want to give away like the whole kind of story. So I got to figure out a way to do this, or maybe sometimes I'll just talk about some other stuff, which I do a lot, and I probably more than actually show artwork. But and speaking of artwork, so I'm thinking, with all these problems and everything I've been having for the past couple weeks with either not being able to upload videos, or my website being down, or not getting alerts that people are ordering my books, it's like, you know what, I think I could use a little vacation. So tomorrow I am going to be gonna head out of town for the weekend. I think I'm gonna go to Vegas. My girlfriend's family's having like a family reunion there, so I am gonna tag along. So that should be fun, and it's kind of a last minute thing. I didn't know if I can do it because of work and because of, you know, costs and all that kind of stuff, but looks like I'll be able to do it. So I'm gonna take a break, but I need to think how I can work on the comic book, because at the stage it is before, when I was just writing, I can go somewhere and, you know, bring my work and stuff. But now that I'm kind of working on the finished page, I'm usually at the drawing table. So I don't know. Maybe I'll print out the script and bring it with me, and maybe punch up some of the dialogue and things like that. Because that, even though the script is done, I'm always tinkering with it until pretty much the very last minute. So I might do that. I might do some sketches. Maybe even think some more about the future episode the future stories after this. Because I've got a basic idea, but there's still some things that I can hammer out. So there's so much to do. I'm sure I can find other things to do over the weekend, but I definitely want to be putting in 20 minutes. So why do I always say 20 minutes? Not that that's all that I'm putting in. Actually, I'm putting in more than 30 minutes usually, so, which is good. So yeah, I gotta think of some other stuff to do with that. So anyway, that's what's going on today, and sorry if you are trying to go to my website or order books. I'm really hoping that gets up and running again soon. You can see I'm trying not to stress too much out. After last weekend, I was really freaking out. So even though the website is down, and I know for a fact that people are wanting to place orders and things like that, I'm trying not to sweat it too much, because what can I do, you know? It's so anyway, I kind of learned my lesson from the last weekend, where I totally freaked out, and then a day later I was able to upload videos again like nothing ever happened, and then I felt kind of stupid. And so as far as that, now that, before I was really, I gotta get these videos out every single day, and now because of that problem, I wasn't able to do that. So there's also the issue of when I'm out of town, posting the videos, and I'm still going to try to post them. I have an issue with, because I always edit everything on my PC. I film it on my phone and then edit on and there's not a lot of editing, but the software and all the fonts and everything on there. So I may have to figure out a way to see if I can do that in like iMovie on my phone or something like that, and try to upload some videos. But if I can't, then you'll get these when I get back. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for checking out the 100s. Hopefully people are still joining now that Kevin Cross, who started this, kind of wrapped up his. I really want the momentum and everything of this to continue. Let's continue what he started, and anyone else who's interested, who's even thinking about doing this 100-day challenge, I highly recommend it. So think again about that, and yeah, we'd like to see more people join, and we want this thing to keep continuing and keep rolling on. And with that, I am going to say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. That is all.